forgive my tardiness. I am late to the party regarding these lunar reads, okay? Excuse me. Wow. So, the last moon phase was the new moon and solar eclipse happening in the sign of Aries, and it took place on March 29th. Now, I feel like it's importante for me to do these readings because we're basically trying to see how the eclipse season affected you. We are coming out of that. We're coming out of Mercury retrograde. We're coming out of Venus retrograde. Let's look at the notes. Yeah, Venus goes direct on the 12th of this month. And Mercury goes direct on the 7th, all right? So throughout all this madness, this traffic jam that you were in, how has it affected you? How has it morphed you, warped you like a clay pot? What has it made you in? What's the finished product? Let's take a look. Please make sure that you like the video, subscribe. Pricing and contact information to book a reading with me is in the description box down below. All the info will be in the pinned comment in the comment section. Have you liked the video? Have you subscribed to the channel? Thank you. All right, follow my socials for my other shenanigans. So, I've already pulled one card to see how this new moon and solar eclipse has affected you guys. Let's take a look. So we have wolf in sheep's clothing with you're not tripping. They're messing with your energy. First thing that came to mind is, oh my God, earth sign. Not the enemy is in your camp, in your bed, in your house. Well, I'm talking about an earth sign. Let's hope that's not the case, but all options are open. Earth signs, you need to be careful about someone smiling in your face, but it's really no joke. But somebody trying to attach themselves to you, but it looked like, yeah, oh my God, you saw that and you heard it. Message. I coughed on the part of someone trying to attach themselves to you. So it's like, I don't think somebody really wants to be attached to you, earth signs, but there could be some sort of benefit, and you need to be careful about that. Be careful. Okay. Be careful about this currently going on, or be on the lookout for this sort of thing. Spirit guides, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? Remember, you can have sun or moon in an earth sign, but if I see any other placements, of course, I'll call them out. First card we have out is Seven of Cups. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? Nine of Wands. Remember, if you come into me, it's because you come into me for a real conversation. Earth signs, please be careful, because I feel as though some earth signs might be at risk of letting someone option them. And when I say that, it's like you're letting this person, shelve you. If you're dating, the lovers, if you're in a relationship with somebody or you're dating someone, specifically a Sagittarius, an Aries, a Leo, a Gemini, a Capricorn. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I don't know. You could be dealing with a fellow earth sign or breaking news. Okay. It can go both ways. One way, earth signs, if this is being done to you, someone here wants to keep their options open. They're not locking it down with you. They're not, taking you seriously. They're kind of, off in the wind because they want to keep their options open. Do you see the Lovers card in here? They're kind of like looking for homes together or something like that. It's like if this person is trying to get the benefits of being in a relationship with you without actually committing to you, could be through marriage, it could be through exclusivity, monogamy, whatever. Taking you seriously, being actually invested in you, they're leaving the options open. Yeah, girl, you got to force somebody to marry you. It ain't it. It ain't it. Or force somebody to take you seriously. Listen to your sister. All right. Another case, if an earth sign is doing this to somebody, you need to stop. This is, you're dealing with somebody that you don't take seriously, and you wasting their time. You wasting their time, earth signs, and that's not right, all right? Or it might not be no malice behind it. Let's say, it's just like, girl, I'm just seeing what my options are out here, girl. I'm wading in the water type shit. Still, don't be out here wasting your time. Two of Pentacles is here. Remember what your overall energy is. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Yeah, I'm hearing you never know when you might your delay your reward because you won't let go of another situation. You know what I mean? You won't get serious. You won't buckle down. Something like that. Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? How do I hear somebody in my door? Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? Give me one moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. We're back live. So the card that I pulled was the World card, which is also some of you guys having Saturn in an earth sign. Woo, with the Death card showing up on the bottom of the deck. So I'm seeing that some of you guys could be needing to start fresh. Either you want to start fresh or you have to start fresh. Death card. Some of you guys might have recently relocated or you want to relocate. I just see you having to go through some sort of abrupt change or shift that has you, you know, Seven of Cups, having to figure out what your next move is going to be. All right. Death card, King of Cups, and the Temperance. Some of you guys, this is separating from someone, divorcing someone. Okay, let's go ahead and okay, get that out of here. Death card, King of Cups, Temperance, Page of Cups, Judgment, and the Six of Cups. Be careful about already learning your lesson regarding a past situation. Like they've already shown you who they are. They've already shown you what they're capable of. And Seven of Cups, you still being open to this person. All right. Like I see some earth signs, you know, still might be dealing with somebody from their past who was like, girl, what are you doing? Seven of Cups in the World card. It's like thinking that you're going to have a different outcome with the individual that's exhibiting the same behavior, you know? Oh, well, maybe they'll change. Maybe they'll grow. Maybe they'll mature. What the fuck? What do you think this is? What do you think this is? And this is someone who you have seen consistently be the same person. What's that saying? Trying to get blood out of a turnip or something like that? That sounded so country. All right, but I see some earth signs here. You know, I remember I said begin reading. You gonna let somebody shelve you like this? Or, you know, Judge Judy say it all the time. Don't hit your dreams to a dying star, I think is what she says. Don't attach yourself to a loser. Or don't attach yourself to somebody who isn't sure about you, yet you're so sure about them. It need to be mutual in order for this to work, in my opinion. And some earth signs need to be careful because I see somebody going to disappoint you again, especially if you bring them back to life. Bring them back from the dead, honey. All right? Or some of you guys, somebody here wishes that they still had some sort of, I don't know why I just heard entry. I don't know. Maybe they feel like they can't get a hold of you in any sort of way. But this is someone who still wishes that you would consider them. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Pisces. How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? It's your card too. Oh, God. All right, I knew what the dealie was. I knew what the dealie was, bro. The devil. Seven of Cups, the world, and the devil. Remember what I mentioned at the beginning of the reading, earth signs, about you becoming the finished product as a result of this eclipse season and this retrograde season. Some of you guys, I'm hearing, had to have some bubbles bursted. Seven of Cups, devil in the world card. You had to go through some hard situations to break yourself out of a certain delusion. Three of Swords is having your heart broken by a loser. All right, you never recover from that. Not you never recover from that, but I don't feel like you're the same person you were before that person hurt you. Okay. But you need that sort of delusion broken. That way you're not as silly or foolish or naive for a toxic person or situation ever again. All right. This is also in regards to yourself. If you look closely in this Seven of Cups, there's different occupations in every cup that's surrounding her. So there's a doctor, there's some sort of entertainer, some sort of guard, a teacher. And I don't know, it looks like she's surrounded by books. So she could be trying to find her place in life, figuring out what she wants to do with her life, figuring out where she wants to be at in life. And I'll say this, with the devil in the world card, a lot of you guys are realizing don't get distracted by the glitz and glam. It could be social media. It could be what they put out on television. It could be, you know, what we kind of are programmed to believe, how we are supposed to see or view society versus what it actually is. It's like sometimes you got to see the ugly part of life so you can know what you don't want to be a part of, know what you don't want to be associated with. You know what I mean? So certain, like I said, delusions have to be broken in order for that to happen. You know what I just heard? And I feel like it's because I see this ice cream on this card. It's like, yeah, whenever you don't take care of yourself and you eat trash, you get a junky body. All right? And you got to work back to get it back right. All right? Whenever you don't, you know, set out to achieve anything for yourself, you live a very lackluster lifestyle. Let me just say that. Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? It's like you're realizing it's truly up to you how you're going to live life, how you're going to manage your life, how you're going to, what stage you're setting. Oh, girl, you got to talk about love. The Two of Cups with the Seven of Wands. You know, somebody here wanted something so bad, and now that they got it, they don't want it. Or they wish that it was as dreamy and as wonderlusty as they thought it was going to be. An earth sign feels this way about someone, or someone feels this way about an earth sign. Or, earth sign, some of you guys are realizing, like, you got to be delusional in order to be open to certain things, in order to be, put up with certain things, in order to be awarded certain things. Like, you're realizing, I want nothing from the fucking world. I don't want to be a part of it. You see how she looks different from everybody around her. She's glowing. Everybody else is black, gray, white, you know, very dark, very, very morbid colors. It's like you're realizing you don't want to be worldly. You don't want to, like I said, be distracted by the glitz and glam, Hollywood. You know, you don't want that. Devil. It's like, nah, girl, I know the evil that come with that. Evil. I know that shit. Nah, I don't want it. I don't want it. And you realize how much of yourself you have to sacrifice in order to have worldly things, or to have certain desires of your own that aren't healthy for you. You know what I mean? This is like, sometimes we do idolize the wrong relationships, or the wrong people, or the wrong platforms, or the wrong environments. But it's up to us to, you know, once we realize what it is, okay, see things for what they are, we have to break out of that delusion. And world cards set a different course for ourselves. You know, the world card for me is also about spiritual enlightenment, you know, reaching a different level of consciousness, maturing, leveling up in some sort of way. Oh my God. You know, earth signs, if this is you, I feel as though you might struggle to, you know, remain solid, because it's like sometimes you just want to give in. You just want to do what everybody else is doing. Give up, succumb, submit, assimilate. You can't do it. You can't do it. Wolf in sheep's clothing. You have to realize, like, that's what the program wants. That's what society wants. That's what toxic people want. World card, like I said, it's up for you to set your own stage. Set what's it? Don't just follow paths, set trails, something like that. Yeah, don't follow paths, set trails, make trails. But yeah, like I said, I see some people here, they wanted someone so bad and they got it, and now they realize, yo, what planet was I on? It's like realizing you stuck with a bum, or realizing you stuck with a loser. The Nine of Wands, yeah. And now some people, it's like, girl, this is my loser. This is my bum. Can nobody take this man from me? It's like some people are standing on it. Like, girl, I got a trash ass man or a trash ass woman, and what you gonna do about it? You gonna tussle? You gonna fight? Yes, the hell they will. They will. About this bum, hell yeah. Ain't got a shit to lose either. Okay, some people, it's like, I'm gonna stay in my old ways, old habits, old patterns, toxic mentalities, and that's just me. And you're gonna have to deal with it. Delusional. Them people, you can always tell, whenever they're stuck in their ways, right? Versus the Nine of Wands. And I don't want that. Like I said, you gotta stay strong. You see the line? Okay, line in the sand. You gotta be willing to draw it. You gotta be willing to be like, no. Staying strong, standing firm. Not giving into, I'm hearing, what's easily digestible. Does that make sense? Like, how it's easy for you to just eat junk food, not really, watch what you eat, watch your weight, watch your figure, watch your diet. And I ain't just talking about, exercising for looks. It's like, girl, like actually eating fruits and vegetables, drinking enough water, watching how much calories you eat, the sugar intake. It's easy to just grab some Lay's or some Doritos and keep it moving. But when when you actually have to spend money on healthier foods, fast, or discipline yourself regarding eating, it's difficult because you're having to break out of that doing what you want to do, seeing things how you want to see them versus the reality. Spirit guys, how you seeing how the hot dog is made regarding a lot of different situations in your life, earth signs. How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affecting all earth signs? It's the girls, Empress. Oh, no. So, Divine Feminine, you are out here, Venus and Capricorn. But I already brought this up earlier. Some earth signs. Either you gonna eat the cake anime. That was wrong. Forgive me, God. Either you gonna drink the Kool-Aid or you gonna knock that shit over. I don't want it. All right. And you probably gonna be looked at as the aggressor, or you're judgmental, you're so critical. It's like you're going to get all the negative narratives painted on you whenever you're someone who knocks the cup of Kool-Aid over. I don't want that. I don't take drinks from strangers. Or you know what's in there, so you're not finna drink it. And you want to know what's crazy? You will always set yourself apart. The World card. By moving like that, behaving like that, thinking like that. Oh, people see it. The Devil card is out here. Y'all know that saying, once you see them, they say, oh my God, that sounded so country. Once you see them, they see you. So once you are someone who doesn't just want to do what everybody else is doing, move the way everybody else is moving because it's comfortable, it's safe, you realize you become a target, or at least you're someone who is easily identifiable as someone who is not following everybody else. Also, earth signs, either you're the mad one or someone outside of you is mad at you because they drinking the Kool-Aid. What's crazy is if you notice that you're drinking the Kool-Aid, why not just stop? I can't do it. I'm addicted. Devil, some people get addicted to being told what they should be, how they should be, what they should say, what they should believe in. So whenever you challenge them to, what do you think? They can't fathom that. They can't fathom to question what they feel like is already for certain. And that's where I feel like Seven of Cups, a lot of you guys might set yourself apart because with the Seven of Cups, it's like, I'm open to other ideas, opinions, or views other than my own. I'm open, but with the Nine of Wands, I'm still solid in what I believe. Some people can't fathom someone having that duality about themselves. How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? So far, we have Saturn and Venus and Earth. How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? Three of Pentacles. Excuse me. Hello, Capricorn. With the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I'm always working on myself. Working on relationships, you know, getting to know other people, opening myself up to others with the Nine of Wands, keeping a firm boundary. No one comes over the line. Thank you. And I feel like this allows you to see, I'm hearing both sides of the world, both sides of the spiritual plane. You yourself have been through certain experiences and circumstances that allows you to understand what's the word I'm looking for? Why things are the way they are. You're able to accept that maybe you don't understand certain things. Like you don't reject things just because you don't understand it. Or because it's not something that you're accustomed to. Yeah, I'm hearing you're always a work in progress. That is so cute. I like that. These are my confessions. Please. Girl, if your man could sew his mouth shut, he would. Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. Some of you guys, there's someone outside of you who I feel really wants you to be a dummy. Like, this is someone who I feel wants you to erase every trifling thing that they ever did to you. Just let me in. Take that how you think it apply. But I don't feel like they act like it. I don't feel like they would ever say it, okay? Even if it was just y'all two. They move and act like, oh, you know, I couldn't be happier to be without them. Mind you, Seven of Cups, Two of Cups. This person still daydreams about you. 7 minus 2 equals 5 of Cups. This person regrets losing you, not being around you, not talking to you. It's borderline obsession. I ain't gonna lie. Devil. Because they've never experienced such a resistance. You know what I mean? 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the Devil card. It's like, I refuse. Like, I refuse to interact with you at all. And with the World card, I'm going to still live life. This is someone who wants to stop dealing with you, and you just completely break down. You go hide up in the attic somewhere. And for you, it's like, girl, it's the baddest bitch. You find Empress. Whether you are a man or a woman, it's like, I need you to understand who you're talking to right now. Spirit guys, you know, you know what I just heard? I need you to remember, I'm the man or the woman of your dreams. So please don't ever think that if you get gone, I'm just out the picture. Like, I'm off the Monopoly board. Are you kidding? Spirit guys, how has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all who? All earth signs. Oh my God. Memory going everywhere. Eee! 7 of Swords. That's some questionable earth signs. I'm not going to lie. There's some questionable earth signs. I'm not saying it's all earth signs, but some earth signs are a little sketch. Like, this for me is like, you know, girl, I don't care. You guilty by association. I look at people funny when they associate with people that's problematic. And you know what they like to say? Oh, they ain't do nothing to me. You gonna put me in danger. That's what I hear whenever I hear that. So something has to personally happen to you in order for you to recognize that somebody is problematic. Behavior to others isn't enough. Huh? Okay. All right. Yeah, you gonna put me in danger. I need to get the fuck away. I see some earth signs like that, or earth signs you see certain people like that outside of you. And certain people that you see like that, 9 of Wands, get nothing from you, all right? Not a hi, not a hey, not a how you doing, not no grace, none of that. And like I said, whenever you're someone who I'm hearing, I just watched the other guys the other night. Gator don't play that shit. Whenever you're someone who, I say this in the fire sign reading, you don't allow people to play in your face. You gonna check somebody every time they say something out of pocket. Now, not every time, but rarely do you ever let disrespect slide without you acting accordingly. And people love to, I'm hearing, throw stones and hide their hands. I think is how the saying goes. It's like whenever you call somebody out for doing something dirty, oh, well, it wasn't that serious, or why are you bothered? Oh, please. Last card. How has this new moon and solar eclipse in the sign of Aries affected all earth signs? The Two of Swords. Oh, High Priestess, but she's in reverse. I never liked that. This is someone jumping really booty first into a bad situation. Like, this is someone here, like, you really think if you got cheated with, you're not going to get cheated on? This is someone thinking that, oh, they done fell out with all their friends. You don't think you would be next? They done fought all their friends. You don't think, you think you're the exception? It's like people seeing how dirt can be done by a certain situation or a certain person and thinking they're going to get a different treatment. Birdman hand rub incoming. It's like, okay, all right. And like I said, the more you guys are working on yourself, you're realizing like you got to stay away from people like that. You got to stay away from environments like that. And you can't be convinced. Please, 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and 9 of Wands. Don't let people try to make you feel some sort of way because you refuse to tolerate certain shit. There's a lot of nasty things that are normalized in this day and age that shouldn't be, that people want you to kind of like turn a blind eye to. And for you, 9 of Wands and the Empress, it's going to be hard for you to stand against things like that, but you're going to have to. It's going to be hard for you not to want to indulge in certain things, but you're going to have to if you want to remain the World card, remain separate from that nasty energy. Yeah, I'm hearing once you in it, you in it. Oh, by the way, Scorpio, Cancer, Sagittarius, Libra. Excuse me. And I guess, what would it be, Gemini? Yeah, I guess Gemini. All right, also Saturn and Venus in an earth sign is out here.